Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Val with Dragonfly Crystals, Next Level Channeling, aka Rose.
Cover up the bad part.
Here with
my screens are still back behind and stuff as I move around, so it's like I'm not even going to fight to get it out.
So, with my beautiful co-hosts here with Golden Girls Coffee Clatch, where we like to talk about some politics. So we have the beautiful Marina, aka Sophia from Heart Centered Tarot. And we have Cleo the Seer, also known as Dorothy. And we also have Sherry, the lovely Voices from the Swamp, aka Blanche. So,
hey, everyone.
Greetings, everyone. And we have we have a lot of things in the news to go over. And you're welcome to put your political musings in the chat, and we'll take a look at those as well. Because, we do like to share what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely.
And here's Teacher Barbara saying, I want to phrase this correctly. Will things improve for Florida educators ever? We are currently the 46th lowest paid in the country. People are not leaving. They are moving in by the droves. Really?
Wow.
Well, we'll take a look at that later. But I just wanted to, I'm just going to highlight that for myself to start. Yes. And so we'll talk a little bit about Marina. Do you have anything coming up for your channel?
Well, funny you should say, funny you should ask. On the 23rd, on this Saturday, I haven't set a time yet, but it'll be in the evening. I'm going to do a pop-up live, and we are going to launch my website.
Yay!
So I would like everybody, once we launch it, to go over and take a look at the site. And I want you, please, to try all the different things on there, because I'm going to rely on a lot of you to let me know if there are any bugs or any little glitches that,
any broken links, anything like that?
Anything like that. Yeah. So that I was telling Val during our earlier show, I was all excited because I had bought heartcentertarot.com. And I've been working on that, and I couldn't understand why certain things weren't working and blah, blah, blah. I had Sherry look at it, and we're trying to figure it out. And Sherry sent me an email and said, you might want to double check the spelling of the website. Yeah, I misspelled my own website.
It is so easy to do.
Easy to do.
Things that you know the best.
Yes.
That you just skim right over because it's like, oh, I know that.
That's it.
And that's where the mistake is.
Exactly. You see, you see the same thing over and over and over. Yeah. In centered, I forgot one of the E's. So unfortunately, it's not going to be, I can't have heartcentertarot.com, but I have something that is just, well, I can tell you right now. Why do I have to? We'll launch it on the 23rd officially, but it's going to be Marina's Heart Center Tarot.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
I bought my domain name last night.
Nice.
voicesfromtheswamp.net. That's all I've done. I haven't done anything else, but I bought the domain last night.
That's a big step. Just deciding on the name and doing that. But I love Marina. I loved how you took that challenge on, and you actually got a better name.
Yes,
Marina's Heart Center Tarot.
Exactly.
It's very specialized.
Yes. Yeah.
So we get to be beta testers on your site?
I was going to say, it sounds like we can. We're invited.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on down, test out the links.
Exactly. Let me know if there's anything that isn't working.
Okay.
So there's that. April 1st, I will be, I'll have the second 30-day course of Achieving Union. That will be part 2. And so you can go on the community page and scroll down to get more information on the course itself. And Sherry has taken the course this time, and thank you for all the wonderful things you say about it. That is just
It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's that, be able to sit that first 10 minutes in the morning when I go out on the patio with my coffee, and I have something I can plug in that I know is not going to be interrupted, because they're all under 10 minutes, and it's literally just enough time. By the time I roll through it and get to the end, it's like, okay, it's time to go get dressed. And by then my brain is kind of percolating and the coffee's taking effect, and it's like, okay, I'm awake, I think. But
absolutely. And Teacher Barbara, you know what? If you think you can help in any way, by all means, send me an email, heartcentertarot@outlook.com. It's on the links and all that good stuff. And absolutely. I'll take any help I can get.
Okay. So Sherry, what do you have coming up?
I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know. I literally have to turn around and grab my book. I've been I'm doing a bunch of co-hosting with Colleen to help her out for Reveal the Future and some of her extra polyterologies and stuff. So that's what I've been doing all afternoon, is trying to set up, because I said, let me set up simulcast and then send me the link for the show. Otherwise I can't simulcast if I'm already co-host. It won't let you simulcast. Right. So which is stupid if you ask me, but
it is. I find it counterintuitive.
It's kind of like, well, that doesn't encourage people to want to help out the other person, I mean. But I've got my next Mastering Mental Wellness coming up this weekend, and we're going to be covering what was it that we've been doing it by putting out a poll every like a week before the next show. I'll do a poll with 3 picks from the list we generated, and then we let everybody in the chat room decide. And so the next one is decision making techniques. That's what we'll be talking about this weekend, and that's really about it. Marina's class on Saturday. Getting a haircut tomorrow.
Nice.
A much needed haircut. And I got a private reading that somebody won. A Joyful Journey won a private reading from Amy's St. Patrick's Day party thing. Yeah. So she called and we got that set. And other than that, it's my book is like virtually empty because I didn't know when I was going to California.
Yeah.
So I hadn't scheduled anything for like several weeks. Now that I have dates, I'm going to start plugging some of the holes. But I think I might also just take the time to some of the extra time I have and work on some of the other stuff so I can get my membership up and running and figure out what to do with this domain name now that I bought it.
Yeah.
Good idea.
What the hell do I do with it now? Okay, I got a name.
Forward to.
And
okay,
$12 a year, you can't beat it. I mean,
Thank you.
I thought it would be more expensive than that. So
no, that's great.
I was happy.
A domain name is not that expensive. It's the website.
It's doing everything else that goes with it.
And then what you have to do to make it functional, adding those things in, or that's pricey. But Cleo, aka Dorothy, you have anything coming up on your channel? I know you have polyterology.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as ambitious as everybody else. I mean, putting up your own websites and stuff, that's a lot of work. On tomorrow, I've got the Cool Crone Oracle, which is not the polyterology, and we do private readings. And let's see, both Val and Marina are supposed to be there tomorrow. So everybody come to that on Friday. That's at 4:00 Pacific time, 7:00 Eastern time. Then on Monday, I got the Mystic Four with the main Mystic Four.
Yes.
Love the show.
Yeah, I love the Mystic Four. We have a good time there.
Yeah.
And then again, here we go. Next Thursday, a week from today, I have a show with Marina.
Yeah.
And Colleen the Cool Crone and me, and I think we're doing
kitchen table issues. Yeah, kitchen table issues.
Okay, so there we go. That's my week. That's what's happening.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank
and
you,
Val. Besides your courses,
my channeling class again. Second class is on Saturday at 2 p.m. Of course, they've already started. We had the first class already, so that runs for 7 classes and 7 sessions. So I'm looking forward to that because that was really fun with everyone. And polyterology, is it just straight Cleo? Is it the Oracle tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the Oracle.
Yeah, tomorrow's the Oracle. And then the next Friday after that, it will be polyterology.
Got it.
Okay. We're kind of going back and forth on those.
And I have to tell you guys, the Cool Crone Oracle show is not to be missed because that's really good. Unbelievable. Man, it's just all I can tell you is you don't want to miss it.
Really, it came out really, really good. We've only done it once or twice, I think, and it did. We've got a great energy that just kind of works the whole group.
It's like blow your socks off energy. So everybody,
it did blow Marina's socks right
yes,
off.
It did.
Absolutely, it did. Yeah, and Colleen said, make sure that you have dark chocolate or potato chips or root vegetables, something that. So I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Of course, if that was in my hands, I would have eaten it up already.
Oh well, I bought food. I've already eaten one.
I'd have to buy a case and hide it because.
And don't forget, next Friday is Good Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Down in the States, so Easter weekend next weekend.
Yeah.
So
up here as well.
Good to know. Now, our actual show, Golden Girls Coffee Clatch, we kind of sit around and discuss what's happening in politics. And, Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, is about to seize, possibly, it on the agenda for Monday, Trump's assets if he doesn't pay over $450 million. Will he get the money? And if so, from whom? If not, which properties will go on the chopping block? Because I know we all want to know, right?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
The thing is whatever they put on the chopping block, they're not going to get a lot for it because they're all mortgaged to the hilt.
Oh,
and the original lien holders get first dibs of the money when they do that.
Oh, yeah.
So
I just want to run down real quick before we go to that question. Say hi to Craig Dixon and Tame Spirit. And hopefully I won't miss anyone. Teacher Barbara, Clarence Fields, Gemstone, Debbie Rose, Barbara Nesper, Nancy, Teresa, Karen, Supermom, Karen Doyle, and William, Dolores, Mickey, who is Steve Watts,
Yeah,
and Imelda, Rossi, Amanda Carroll, Lisa Keller, Imelda, Delphi Ross, and Mary Hernandez Walker, Christmas Eve, Holly. What a nice name.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah. Artist Liz, hello. And Lisa Sather and Lisa Niedermeyer, Althea, and I'm going to say this wrong.
Yeah.
Karnya? What is this? How do you say that?
Karina.
Karina. I will try to remember Karina. Sorry about that.
Hi.
Okay. So, and then Joan Baker, Jen's, we're down to the end. Sally, Rose, good to see all of you.
Gemstone.
And yeah, all of you. So, okay, back to the question at large.
Book just got here.
Oh, we just got.
Hey,
Oh, hello, Book. Good to see you. Okay, I'm just starting a few more as we go along. But what do you guys think about Letitia James? What is the likelihood? Now, this is what I understand about the procedure. There will be a third party that will be someone who will know what the leverage position of that building is. In other words, who's on the deed? How much does this company have in liens on that property, or what is its leverage to this bank for 30,000 or to that position? So they will know what the New York Attorney General can get, what the actual dollar amount position of money in that vehicle, in that property. So that is how it works. So this person may already be working on that. I don't know. Maybe they have to wait, but that's the first step. And then she listens to them. They advise her, and then that's how they decide how they're going to do the properties. So
yeah, and there's already someone in place at Trump.org. Remember, she was appointed by Judge Engoron to oversee, to make sure they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. Yeah, Barbara Jones. Thank you, Amber. So yeah, she would have a very, very good idea of what's going on.
So they can hit the ground running, literally, and go and get it done.
Exactly. Now Letitia James has not filed anything in Manhattan with the court in Manhattan. However, she has already filed paperwork and said her intention in Westchester County, which is where Trump's, one of his properties just north of Manhattan, Seven Springs, and it's a large property, as well as a golf course on there that she has already said, yeah, we're coming for that.
Oh, nice.
So the paperwork is ready to go.
Oh,
you know, Scotland is going after the Scotland golf course as well.
But I think that the Trump's attorneys are going to try to throw something in at the midnight hour of trying to at least push this thing out and try to stop it. I don't think they're going to be successful. Maybe that's just wishful thinking, but
no.
If this goes through the way it looks like it's going to, and they do actually, wrap the yellow tape all around these buildings and seize them and get ready to sell them, this is going to be the one thing that really hits Trump hard. I mean, he is going to be really scrambling to try to do something. They're already talking about him trying to get money from foreign places, which if he does that, that's not going to look good.
No.
And so
it's not
only not going to look good to us, though. The GOP won't care. I don't know how much they're going to care about that, because they're all.
I drew some cards on it. which is like, wow. First, I got the Six of Wands. Miss Letitia is bringing all her stuff. Look at there. And then I got the Queen of Pentacles. So she's like, checking out all the properties. When am I going to go first? Then we got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, she's going to be celebrating big time.
Oh my goodness. That is.
I was like, I put them down. I was like, no, come on. They can't really be that good.
Well, I have to say, what strikes me here, and the most important thing in my mind is that it's taken this long, this close to the deadline, and he still hasn't gotten the money. What does that say? He's having a heck of a hard time to make it work, because every one of his properties is so leveraged for entertainment purposes only that he doesn't have any value to leverage anymore.
Well, and not just that. The whole case is about him fraudulently borrowing money.
I mean, it doesn't exactly lend you for, he's good for it. No,
exactly. And he keeps trying to say, hey, there was no harm, no foul, nobody got hurt in all my loans and stuff. And he's totally missing the point, as usual. That what he did was illegal. If any one of us made a false statement to buy a car or to buy a house or something like that, and we got caught, we'd be in big trouble. Trump got caught.
And we would be without the car or the house. They would take it away from us. So,
exactly. Yes, exactly. It would be seized. So, he just is totally looking around like, wonder why nobody wants to loan me any money. Well, that is what the case was about, you idiot. So,
and there's the rub with me is like, okay, his daughter Tiffany married a billionaire whose family are all billionaires. They haven't offered any money to daddy
because they don't want to let it go down the rat hole.
That's it.
We'll never get it back.
Jared Kushner got how many billions from the Saudis? He hasn't offered daddy any money, and Miss Ivanka hasn't, she's taking her breathy voice and using it on somebody else. I just don't know who. But she's not using it on her daddy, that's for sure. And of course, Tweedledee and Tweedledum are left trying to figure out what the hell do I do next. Meanwhile, Melania is making sure everything for Barron is locked up, lock, stock, and barrel, and so they can get the hell out of Dodge.
And 18 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Barron.
Oh, Barron, how old is he?
18.
Oh my gosh, he's 18. Oh my gosh.
18
He's not a child anymore. He is now legally an adult.
Well, I mean, what do you think, percentage-wise, if you look at it from, reading the energy? I think it's 80% likely that Trump will not have the money. And that doesn't discount the fact that Cleo could be right, that his lawyers will come in with another Hail Mary pass to try and, but that he won't have the money. 80% I'm getting that he definitely won't have the money by Monday. So what do you all think?
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think he will have the money, but I think he will do whatever he can, mainly for show at this point.
Yeah.
To show everybody, I'm still trying to do something, and don't worry about it. But many people are predicting, and this isn't on a psychic level. This is stuff I've read on the internet. Many people are predicting that he's going to go bankrupt, and you do not want to ever elect a person that's in bankruptcy that has money problems to an office of any kind, let alone president.
Exactly.
So this will really hurt him.
Yeah, you're right.
It makes him a politically exposed person. And you can't, if he was to somehow get money from overseas, I think the DOJ would come in and say, no, you don't. Simply for that reason, because it makes him then politically exposed. It makes him a target of extortion.
Yes.
And whatnot. So no, I got the 9 of Pentacles So, the Fonny sitting, or not Fonny,
Letitia.
James, sitting pretty. There's the lawyers with the 7 of Cups. They're going to come in at the last minute, and with the illusion and delusion, they're going to want a quick decision. No, this is what we can do.
Was that the Chariot?
Well, yeah.
I just pulled it too.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are in sync tonight.
Yeah. Tish James takes her little victory lap around Trump Tower, saying, "How do you like me now?"
Wow.
Yeah, because I pulled the Chariot, followed by the 8 of Wands, which is more speed and going straight ahead. Ending with the Ace of Wands, somebody just gonna beat him over the head with it.
Yep.
I mean, it's just
he's not going to get it. He does not understand the position he's in. He's never been held accountable for anything in his life ever.
No, he's always been able to say, "We'll take care of it later."
And Daddy bailed him out of lots of his boo-boos in his younger years. But Sally's right. James would be entitled, I heard this before, entitled to freeze his bank accounts or seize his real estate assets. So bank accounts can be frozen at the same time he's doing all this, knowing that they can't accumulate enough to pay his debt down. Yeah. So yes. Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, and he still has that. He still has that financial monitor.
Yes.
That monitors every penny that goes out or comes in. So about.
Well, and if you try to fool them and take your money and put it somewhere else, or take even part of your money and put it somewhere else, that does not work. No bank will go along with that. Everybody knows what's going on. They would get in trouble if they even tried to do that. Or they could go ahead and make another account within the same bank. That money will be seized as well. Every time you have a property seizure, yes, the bank account is seized also.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good to know.
There is no reason, no legal reason for delay. It's simple. This is what you owe. We've given you sufficient time to come up with it. If it was any one of us, the clerk of the court would say, "Gee, I really feel for you. Too bad, so sad. So if you don't have the money, we're coming to take your blah blah blah."
Because it's the law.
Because it's the law.
Yeah, because it's a law. And artist Liz says he got Manafort to try to get the money via Russia. So that didn't work. So if this was Biden taking money from those countries, there would be hell to pay.
Could you imagine?
It'd be instant impeachment.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And all the big Republican donors that give millions and millions of dollars to Republican candidates and Supreme Court justices and whoever else they want to pay for, they've all disappeared.
And
none of them given a penny to him for this.
Yes, right. And I just want to hit on this one more topic before we go on to something else. But if overseas countries loan Trump money, that makes him beholden to them, which is why that you don't want to ever have a president that has any ties to those foreign governments in any way and are in a position where they have to do favors.
Yes.
Where they are under someone's thumb, because that creates a very bad situation for the United States.
Absolutely.
And the other thing
that's why they look at your finances. That's why they ask you for your tax returns. That's all part of the vetting process. We need to know, who you are beholden to.
Right.
Well, and Trump has yet to ever look at this thing as that he actually owes the money. He thinks he doesn't owe the money. He's saying he didn't do anything wrong. Well, it's been looked at in every which way you can. It's gone completely through the court. But he had, he's looking around like, well, I saw him on, I don't know, some rally or something. He goes, "They're trying to steal my property." No,
because
you get paid for what you were fined because you did a fraudulent thing with your money, with your building.
But he thinks if Trump does it, it's not illegal.
Yeah. I was going to say, he still doesn't believe he did anything wrong.
And the whole illegalities go way back, way before he ever ran for president. So good luck. Good luck on that one.
Good luck with that, because I mean, that he's going to have a rude awakening eventually. Eventually.
Yeah. Listen to what Mary Trump says about him right now. She's like, he is flipping out. I mean,
I have to say though,
she would know more than anybody.
Cleo may be right about that Hail Mary pass. The lawyers may try to come in with something, because he's not just gonna let this happen. Something is gonna happen. He's gonna try something.
Yeah, he's gonna try something, but it's not gonna work. And even if there was a delay on it, you're talking about days, not weeks or months.
No, over $450 million is a lot of money. So
it is. Yeah.
More zeros than my brain can compute. That's for sure.
They would probably come in and say, okay, we'll give you 200 million. Could you just hold off with 200
They've already
million?
tried that. They've already tried that. It did not work.
No.
And so, yes, he's got to worry about his bank account. He's also got to worry about his airplane. They might seize his airplane.
Might take his. Well, he doesn't own his airplane.
He
leases it.
I'll bet you $1 million if you looked at everything, if you were the person that could look at everything, you would find that he barely owns $1 million of anything. I bet you he is so low on what, if you actually knew the truth, you would be horrified and you couldn't sleep.
And what little he does own is mortgage to the hilt, they say.
That's what I mean. If you get right down to it, if you take all the leveraging, he probably only owns.
He's a thousandaire, okay?
He's a thousandaire. So moving on to another subject now, the DOJ and 16 states filed an antitrust lawsuit against Apple for its excessively restrictive hardware and apps, which disallow other companies from competition. Will the DOJ win? And this is, I mean, even if you have an Apple phone or iPad and you see a cord that's compatible by another company and you go buy it and you stick it in, a little symbol will come up and say, oh, that's not an Apple device. Yeah. That's not an Apple plug-in. It won't work. Just because they have that kind of, and then there are things where if you're a company who has an app and you put it out there to people, and this app is on Android, but for some reason Apple won't let it be on there. Apple won't interface. They won't play ball with the programming allowed to let that connect. It's things like that make them an unfair. We'll just say they keep everything closed in their closed circuit, so that if you're an Apple user, everything that's on there is all Apple sanctioned, Apple, everything Apple. And if something breaks down, it's everything Apple. So
well, that's not a really very good thing for Apple to be doing. I think that they need to avoid the lawsuit by changing their equipment so that it will accept a generic cord. It will accept certain apps, because that's the one way they can get out of that.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly why they would be doing what they're doing, because what you're talking about with those cords, that means there's something in the iPhone that even though you hook up that, what is it called, a C connector or something, but
monopoly.
Apple,
there's something, I don't know if it's actually inside, it may be inside the actual cord that sends a signal. Oh yeah, I'm compatible with you, because you actually put it in the Apple charger, or into the device. Maybe it's the end that goes into the device that says, oh yeah, I recognize you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that. And plus, I'm sure that the generic cord that you get will say stuff like works on iPad.
It says it.
Blah, blah, blah.
It says it. It says it compatible with.
Yeah.
But then
it's like when I bought my tablet, I bought a refurbished Amazon Fire tablet for like under $100. And I thought, can't go wrong with that. The first time I went to try to sit down and watch something on YouTube, I could watch stuff, but it wouldn't give me the chat. I couldn't chat with anybody. Wouldn't let me chat. It took my son like over 2 hours researching software programs to find out how the hell to get the YouTube chat to work on an Amazon Fire from a Chrome product. I was like, this is crazy. I mean, if it had been up to me, I would have been like sending it back to the company saying this doesn't work.
Yeah, Sherry, you're talking about the exact same thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
If Amazon Fire, that is, they like to keep it closed in their own little thing too. Kindle instead of iBooks, or iBooks instead of Kindle. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
There are different platforms.
Audible instead of Chirp. And
yes.
You know,
exactly. So
this is not going to work out well. I pulled 5 cards, and the first 4 are major arcana. So yeah, this is not
a big thing. It's big.
It's huge. And Apple has gotten away with having this little monopoly and doing things the way that they want for a very long time. They've made a good deal of money. That start off with the Hierophant. This is the government coming in saying, no, sorry. Yeah, listen, things are going to change. Wheel of Fortune, you're not going to be able to do things the way that you have been doing up until now. It's going to require some change on your part. The world as you know it is not going to function anymore. You're going to need to make some changes because what you've been doing has been deceitful.
Exactly.
And you're going to have to cut that out. And once they do, that's when everybody's quite happy with, oh, hey, it works out. So, this is not going to work out for them.
I think that's great because I'm a consumer and I use Apple, and I hate the idea that I can't just buy any cord. Why do they make me buy theirs when other people's cords are stronger and thicker and last longer?
Yes.
So anyway, there's a lot of things about that.
It's one of
the swords.
Yeah.
I started out with a 10 of swords here.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle.
Followed by the Knight of Swords, by the 5 of Wands.
Oh.
With the 2 of Wands, so they can think about it.
Yes.
With the Queen of Wands, contemplating on who she's going to do what to whom.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the deck, I had the Hermit.
Yeah. There you go. They have to go back and go to the drawing board again and say, we better make this friendlier to other people now, because this isn't getting us anywhere.
Do we have any idea what the time frame is on this? Did they actually file the antitrust lawsuit?
It's actually filed. Yeah. They just filed it.
Oh, they just filed it, so it might be a while before we hear anything about it. But
could be.
And Apple's got a huge firm of lawyers that work with them on things. Yeah. They could get out from under this just by making a few changes and what they would need to do is tell other manufacturers, what do you have in that cord that makes it work for you that we can't use it for anything else? I imagine does that same cord work for another product, another brand name product?
Mm-hmm.
Does the Apple cord work for an IBM compatible or something? I don't know.
I don't know, because the Apple, one of the nefarious things Apple does is it changes their connection. Every time they get a new product going, they automatically change the type of connection you need so that you have to buy all new cords and chargers.
Okay.
Trust me, that's very true.
Next generation, let's change all the cords and chargers. So Valerie will have to buy brand new everything.
No, we don't do that.
Yeah. I'm the one that does the purchasing for our department. Trust me. Every time somebody gets something new, if it's an Apple, it's like another $1,000 of buying all kinds of compatible
earbuds, the whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It is not compatible with anyone else's devices in that it's only Apple that makes these crazy little connections. The connector sizes,
when they
shape.
create a monopoly like that, I mean, the
they need
Department
to
of
unify.
Justice will try to do something about it. But on the other hand, when you're talking about cords and things like that for their products,
Yeah.
it might be limited. When you're talking about applications, that's a whole different
It's
thing.
a whole different ballgame.
They have to usually, I mean, everybody will agree that you've got to make your stuff compatible for everybody.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like when Apple first came out, and then it was IBM and Apple, and IBM and Apple were like worlds apart. You could not combine the two. You still can't combine the two, I don't think.
Yeah.
So, but the thing with the apps might be a bigger deal than the hardware, but boy, I didn't know that they did that. That's pretty sneaky, and it's a way to corner the market for their stuff. So
it's very sneaky, very sneaky. And now they're being caught and called to the carpet on it. And they're obviously going to have to do something. They're not going to be found that they're, blameless for it. They've done it. And so how soon that'll take, I don't know. But let's move on to the DOJ's Jack Smith. Will he file to have Judge Aileen Cannon, removed from the docs case in Florida due to the gobbledygook thesaurus looking up words and then that mean nothing?
Yeah.
And said, and so we'll wait till there's a jury trial.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, the word salad that meant nothing. She spent a whole well, whatever. So will he decide? Do you guys get any hits on whether Jack Smith will decide to have Judge Cannon removed?
I think he's working on it. Finally,
he is. And you know what? Glenn Kirshner used his years as a prosecutor to say that the first thing that they're doing right now is they're all huddled in a room together. The prosecutor, the DOJ, and they're all the prosecutors hashing out every side of that and what the best course of action will be, not to have somebody found guilty, but to understand how you can serve the United States of America in the best way.
Yes.
And that's how they look at the outcome of what is supposed to happen, because that's what they're there for. And that's the bottom line. How do you serve the United States and its people?
And the things that Cannon came up with was absolutely so ridiculous. You don't have to be an attorney to look at that and go, what is she talking about?
No.
It's almost like, I think she's setting it up so she can have an argument with Jack Smith. I think that she's just doing, again, everything she can think of that will finally push it out, get it past November, so that, that she doesn't have to deal with it before the election. On the other hand, Jack Smith sees that happening, and so do a lot of other judges and courts that are watching this. But the other thing is even if they get, let's say they take Cannon off of it, there's not enough time to put a new judge on there and have those trials by the time the election hits. So that will be
he hasn't done anything in the case. Yeah. There's nothing. They can definitely put someone in there, and there is enough time, and I'll tell you why. Because Judge Aileen Cannon hasn't done anything with it.
Yeah, so it's not like they would have to go back and
they don't have to
undo what she's done. Yeah, she's absolutely done nothing. So
but the new judge has to totally ramp up about all the information, all the documentation, which is a huge amount of material because this is the document case, right? And so I know. I think that's the whole thing with her, is just another way to delay it. I don't think there is enough time.
I don't think they really have to go through all this stuff, and I'll tell you why. Because the basic premise of this whole case rests on the fact that the law says that when a president, the minute he is no longer president, all of his documentation in the White House, all of that documentation, except for a personal journal, a personal notes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Everything else belongs to the government and
Yes.
goes to the National Archives immediately. And the National Archives take possession. No ifs, ands, or buts. Boom, it happens just like that. So you remember that time when we saw all these boxes coming out into a white van in front of the White
Yes.
House? And we
Yeah.
said, what is that white van with all those boxes?
Yes.
What's all those boxes he's taken out of there? Remember? I rest my
Absolutely.
case.
Well done. Well done. Listen, Travels made a comment and Book pointed out, they say that 2 of Cannon's clerks quit.
Mm-hmm.
What
2 of her
didn't
top
they like?
clerks.
2 of her top clerks.
That's what I read.
Of course they would quit.
And she found out that she could get away with a lot more stuff of not doing anything if she didn't put down any of her directions in an email or on paper. So
She
it's not
does it
official.
paperless.
But she just makes it up. She just makes suggestions verbally.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
There's something about filing paperless motions that are like puffs of air that mean nothing but delay it. Here's a puff of air. Oh, now it's this date.
No, it's
another puff of air. You can't touch it. It's not tangible, and it says nothing except now things are delayed to there. Things are delayed to there. So there's doing everything she can. Yeah.
Based on what I've got in front of me, I think that it's not going to take very long. And for some reason, and I said this either earlier today or yesterday or whatever, July, I'm thinking she's gone by July, and then things really wrap up fairly quickly after that. I don't even know that Trump is going to be in any position to be doing anything, but she sees herself as the Queen of Wands. She has, she's got all these brilliant ideas on how she's going to stall things and what she's going to do. And she's getting some background help from, the Freedom Caucus and people who are infinitely smarter than she is on do this and do this and do that. Okay. She's finding it really, really difficult to maneuver around things now, honestly, because she's not smart enough to understand what it is they're trying to tell her.
I agree with you, because she wrote that paper and it's not based on any law.
No.
Yeah, no.
There's no legal thing in there. It's like,
it's like I said to you earlier. It's like basically what she wants is, I want each side to write me an opinion and argue how long a piece of string is.
Yes.
But no, she's, you know what? He is going to sit down with her. Okay. Because I also get the King of Cups. He's going to sit down with her and he's going to say, Eileen, come on, man, what the hell? You're in over your head. You know that I've got him dead to rights. You can do whatever you want. So listen, either all of a sudden you walk away for your health and something happens and you need to recuse yourself and this isn't working out, or I'm going to go to the 11th Circuit. We've got Joe Blow. He's gone through all the paperwork over the last month. He knows exactly what to do next. So, you know what? Too bad, so sad for you. See you later.
I would not doubt that would happen. And if I look at it, I'm seeing at least a 70% probability that is exactly how it will play out. But we may never know that that's what's happening. But I'm feeling that is not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. She doesn't want the case. She really honestly doesn't want the case because she realizes that her career is over.
Yeah.
That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Salvage what you can. But
Yeah.
she's another one that's just,
Well, she might be looking at some of the other problems that Trump is having right now too, with the money and possible bankruptcy and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, she might want to scoot around. I mean, I think it's been almost a year and a half now that she would do everything in her power to dismiss this case.
Yeah.
And that it would never see a jury. I still think it'll never see a jury. I think that before she could ever try to dismiss it, I'm hoping Jack Smith jumps on board and says, wait a minute, let's just not stop with the nonsense. But
yes,
that has yet to happen.
Because he has to have all of his ducks in a row, every angle looked at from everyone in that prosecutor group in the DOJ, to know that they have plugged every single hole and understand what could possibly be responses to everything, what could be filings against whatever they say or do.
And she has to make an error in law, and she hasn't done that yet. Not because she's that smart, but because she hasn't put anything down in writing.
Yes, she made sure with the paperless filings are a very sneaky way not to put things in writing.
Well, and so you guys think she's a little bit of a dumbbell? No, I thought it was a very smart thing for her to do on her part to try to help Trump out. But
she was told to do it. She is a dum-dum.
Yeah, she's not.
Well, no, I pull the Six of Cups. So she's trying to think, being nostalgic about all of this, the way it used to be. Well, this is how it used to be done. So we're just going to go with the way it used to be done. Then we get the Page of Swords.
It used to be done. Yeah. She's only been a judge for 6 months before they.
Yeah, but she's going on preconceived ideas of what she thinks of how it worked.
Okay.
She doesn't know.
Right.
Hence the Page of Swords, because she's kind of curious about what's going on, but not to the point that she really wants to know. Mm-hmm. And again, the Ace of Wands. Mm-hmm. I'm beginning to think somebody's just going to beat the living crap out of her and just knock her over the head, because this stupid card keeps coming up. This is like the third spread I've done.
The stick of justice.
I'm telling you, and they're going to use it on her. That's like the third time it's come up tonight.
That might be her own peers. I mean, or whoever the group above her is that oversees her, and they might actually come down. I don't know. I mean, this word salad document doesn't hold water. And
and if she was smart, if there was something behind that document that you could seize upon and you could say, okay, you know what? I don't agree with her argument. I understand her argument, but I don't agree with it. Yeah. But this was a whole lot of nothing. It took pages to put out something that was nothing, that probably, you could have translated from, a foreign speaking baby that's 8 months old going blah, 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 blah. and it would have made about as much sense. So yeah, I think it feels like she's gone by July. I also get the feeling that, by July, it's not that, I don't see Trump in the picture.
I don't either. So, I mean, we're all going on about this.
I don't see him past summer. I really don't. I just.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right about that. And, as I look at it, this is crumbling. And, I really feel like things are going to come to a head very fast. It's funny, Sherry. I got the same nostalgia card, and but I feel like, I think
I'd love to know why these two clerks left. Does anybody know why they left? Was there anything in the news about that other than the leaving?
Somebody had said something about filing they were wondering if they were going to file unethical treatment or something like that against her.
Oh.
So,
That would be interesting.
treatment.
so you know, I'm not real sure. I just I skimmed something earlier, and then somebody in chat earlier said something about, well, what about her two clerks that up and left? You know, so I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Carry on. I'm just going to double check.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now. They quit. In the last twist, they said it's unclear exactly why they reportedly left.
And to get a position of a federal judge's clerk, you got to be like top of the top of the top of the class to just look for that position. You don't just up and quit unless something is really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, wait a minute. They're saying they quit towards the end of last year. So they've been gone since the end of last year.
Oh, well, that's different too.
Yes.
Okay.
And
but it still harbors back to, why did they quit?
Yeah.
What happened last year to make them quit? I mean, how long has she been doing this case? How long has she had it?
About a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a little over a year.
Yeah.
So that means they
I don't even know when exactly they quit. It sounds like they quit right when she came on board, because they said it could possibly be October or December of 2023. It's unclear exactly when they left.
Yeah.
But
reportedly quit in October and December 2023. Around the time that Cannon made clear she was open to delaying Trump's trial past its original May start.
He probably couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says it's an unusual situation for an already inexperienced judge, not to say one who's presiding over, to lose their clerks like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and she also was the one that said it's okay to, she went against Jack Smith when he said, I don't want the names published. And she was like, no, it's okay. So, you know, all these little things piling up, you know, that was really that was unnecessary for her to do that. And
it's one of the, not tenets. It's a law. I don't know if law is the right word, but it's in the law that no harm shall come to the witnesses or the jurors, and that you will do everything. It's a judge's duty to do everything they can to make sure that they stay safe.
Yeah,
so
to protect them.
It's a judge's responsibility.
Right.
To keep everyone safe.
It is part of their job to keep everyone safe. And what did she do? Want to make everyone unsafe.
Yeah.
Want to
because if she got the names released, then, you know, just think about how bad the Trumpsters are normal. If they had the list of names.
It's been proven, a proven fact, that this is the kind of thing that the intimidation process will begin. It's already begun, but
they're almost as bad as a damn Scientologist. I mean, you know, as far as harassing a former member person or somebody that turns against them.
Yeah.
It's like, how in the hell is that even legal? But
And you're right, Rose Blue. It's super rare to quit a clerk job because they are so difficult to come by. And you need, I mean, something like that appears on your resume. It's, you know, other companies
doesn't even look good. Yeah. You have to really have a reason to have left, because you don't want to look like, they just quit. You don't want to look like a quitter.
No,
in that situation.
no. And it's a 1 year term. So okay. I understand sometimes things come up on a personal level, and these things can happen. But yeah, Joan Baker says, yeah, the clerks probably didn't want her name in their resume. That could very well be it. That after they worked there for a little while, they said, oh, hell no.
Oh, no. Hail.
No,
Hail.
no.
Hell to the no.
Yeah, exactly. Hell to
Anyway,
the no.
It's been fun. And I can't believe we're already at an hour.
Oh, wow.
We didn't even get to anyone else's questions. And we didn't get to my fourth question. But thank you all for being here. And we've had 179 people. Now we have 170 people in the chat.
Awesome.
Yes. So thank you all for being here. It's great to have you join us. And we always enjoy your sparkling wit and conversation in the chat. And as always, let me just remove our banner here so we can see our names. Oh, Rose, Val, Marina, Sophie, Cleona, Sear, Dorothy, and Sherry, aka Blanche, having a Golden Girl coffee clutch moment talking about politics.
Love it. Thank you all for being here with us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, check out memberships, and go on everybody's channel.
Absolutely. See you guys later. We love you guys.
Bye.